Hey everyone, it's Tobes, and welcome to your second monitor. Happy Avatar Day! Today the Avatar The Last Airbender set dropped, and so our midweek magic for today is Jump In. This is very similar to Jumpstart. We're going to be able to choose from 3 packs that will include lands. Sometimes they're multicolored, but usually they're monocolored. And then we'll choose from a second 3 packs, a different one of those packs. We'll take the first pack and the second pack, shuffle them together, and that'll be our deck. It's very simple. It's a great way to get acquainted with the new set. I like these jump in midweek magics. So let's get to it. First, we've got Iroh, which looks like it has Iroh Dragon of the West in it, which cares about Mentor, lets us do some firebending, and it's a Rakdos pack. Underwater has Tui and La, which is great, cares a little bit about water bending, if we can do that, might be good. And then Cabbages has the Cabbage Merchant. When an opponent casts a non-creature spell, create a food. When a creature does combat damage to us, sacrifice a food, and we can tap foods for mana. Seems probably good. I'm interested in this underwater one, though. Let's see if we can get some waterbending going on. All right. So, well, we've got firebending, which seems good. Firebender Ascension gives us a 2/2 soldier with firebending 1. When we have attack triggers go off, we get counters on this, and we can copy those abilities if we have 4 counters. Soaring, ooh, it's 3 colors. Cares about non-creature spells making clues, and we can turn them into 3/1 flyers. Seems okay. And then Librarian. This is the Wang Shi Tong that lets us tuck something and then make some spirits anytime cards are put into a library, which doesn't seem very likely in this format, but Wang Shi Tong seems fun. Let's do an Underwater Librarian. And let's go to it. We'll see who is already playing. Okay, we've got game 1. We are up against Patron H96. And we have White Lotus Hideout can let us make mana, but only for lessons. We don't have any lessons in hand, but we do have plenty of blue spells, so yeah, let's go for it. Especially since we get to keep a Brainstorm. I like that. Alright, Airship Engine Room. We're not doing anything turn 1 yet, so we'll just play our duel. Hello to you as well. They've got a Thriving Bluff. Okay. So we have a fish. I think let's play that fish. It's a 1/3 flyer, and that's all. Seems good. Alright, this Trebuchet is a reacher, and it's the thing that makes the Ballistic Boulder. Honest Work can make that into a citizen that can... That doesn't seem bad. This is not bad either. Let's just slow them down a little bit. We're going to bounce their Trebuchet. And we'll get in with our fish. The Trebuchet, we can waterbend 3 to make it a 3/3 vehicle permanently, or artifact creature, I should say. Ooh, it's Zhao. We've got firebending going on. When they sacrifice a permanent, their creatures get a power boost. Let's play this here on red, and I think let's teach Zhao the value of some. Oh, that's Lost in the Spirit Realm. That's not what I meant to cast. I meant to cast Honest Work. Oh well. We are not going to waterbend yet. We're just going to go ahead and attack in again. If they replay Zhao, we'll teach them the value of some Honest Work. Fang is also a good choice for us to do that with. So we don't have to worry about... We'll just play this Hideout, and I think we'll get in. Just keep bringing the pain to them. We can waterbend the Submersible and block their Humble Merchant if we want to. They've got Firelord Ozai as well. Wow. When he attacks, they can sack a creature and make enough mana, or an amount of mana equal to that power, and then they could do stuff to us. 2 damage to a player and discards 2 cards. I think it's a good time for us to Brainstorm. Alright. Let's put Tui and Lua back, and then maybe this Dutiful Knowledge Seeker. I think we've got plenty of red sources. We'll put Tui and La back on top, and we'll discard these two lands. I think the Suspicious Bookcase is pretty nice. So we'll go ahead and exhaust here. So we've got ourselves a 3/3 that we can attack with if we wish to. We can Suspicious Bookcase, but we can't go in with it right away. That's okay. We'll play our Moon and Ocean Spirits and just go ahead and attack. Guess we could have attacked with our Spirit, but that's alright. We're going to kill our... Well, it would have been more flavorful if they'd used Zhao to do that somehow, but I guess it's alright. The Trebuchet returns. We will see what they do here. They sacrifice Fang to get some mana. Nothing exciting to do with it though, so I think we'll just let it through. Alright, well we have our Knowledge Seeker. And a Suspicious Bookcase, so suspicious. Let's go ahead in with our Spirit, since it can't be blocked or blocked. We've got Zhao. Let's see if Ozai is going to sacrifice Zhao. Doesn't look like. So we can at least block this boulder. And let's go ahead and block Firelord Ozai. We've got no cards in hand, so we lose our Submersible, or do we lose our Knowledge Seeker? Submersible. Seems good. The Knowledge Seeker still gives us something that we can do. Alright. We can also crack this land to do something good with that. I think we just get in with our Fox. Or our Spirit Fox, not our actual Fox. Our Spirit Fox, not our Fox Spirit. Alright, they've got a Fire Sage. They can make allies with it. Alright, Zhao attacks. They can Firebend 2. They can use that to make an ally. We are going to block their Ballistic Boulder. And I guess block Zhao as well. He doesn't have fire breathing, so... We're going to use our Fox to put Firelord Ozai back on the bottom of their library. Get a counter on the Fox. Seems fine. Unagi Spray. We can make something much smaller. That seems good for me. Let's play this island and I guess attack with the Spirit and keep it going. Heartless Act. Alright. Reasonable. We can't block their boulders anymore. They'll make an ally. Attack in. They Firebend 3. They're going to use that for their Fire Sage, presumably. Let's block here and here. We'll take the 2 in the air. And Dutiful Knowledge Seeker to get rid of Fang. Pumping up the Knowledge Seeker. And they lose their Fire Sage. That all's fine. We'll get rid of that Fire Sage as well. And have our Knowledge Seeker become a 5/5. That seems alright. We have another Knowledge Seeker. We'll go ahead and play it out, because we have this spray if we need it. Let's attack with both of these. See if they want to block. Nope, take out a token. That's fine with me. We'll pass. Alright, they've got Avatar Roku. That's pretty bad for us. Alright. We're not looking great. So we're going to block in sort of a very normal way. Let's see what they do, pumping things up with Avatar Roku. They put it all on their Ballistic Boulder. That would make sense. Or they want to get some on Zhao as well. Seems fine. Put a little bit more on the boulder. Seems okay to me. We're going to put Nagi's Spray here on Zhao so we don't lose our Suspicious Bookcase. And then we'll Dutiful Knowledge Seeker just to get a little bit more power and toughness onto it. Take 8, go to 2. Can we get out of this? Great question. We get a clue. Might be helpful. Avatar Roku is pretty bad for us. This octopus form is just shore up, isn't it? So let's draw a card. That's not helpful. I say we just attack. Yeah, we're not, I don't think we're getting out of this. If they're going to block with the Trebuchet, that's okay with me, because we can surprise octopus form them. But as it stands, we don't have a way to get reach, so I think this is done for us. Let's go ahead and octopus form our Knowledge Seeker to untap it. We can kill let Roku die. And I don't think they have... Oh yeah, they got the boulder. So the boulder is over his compunctions. We're just going to block the things on the ground and die. Give them a happy hedron. I don't think it matters. I'm definitely dying to the boulder, so... Still pumping it up for some reason. Okay. Good game, Patron H96. That's fun. Firebending seems strong. I mean, if you've got Avatar Roku and Zhao and Ozai. Let's give it another try. Alright, into game 2 against Blue Ice Knight. We have an okay opener. Let's keep it. We'll start with our engine room, of course. As soon as they want to let us in. I like that the background is Bossing Say. If you're interested in my commander decks, my first Avatar video will be out in 2 days, on Thursday. So watch out for that one. Alright. We're going to start us off with this Fox Spirit, because it has power. When we draw our second card, it gets a counter. When it dies, we get a clue. Professor Zay is a Rummager, and we can sacrifice him to get a sorcery or an instant back from our graveyard. Ooh, Zuko, Firebending Master. Oh, this is the one that gets the experience counters. That's pretty scary. Alright, well, let's give Zuko a chance at some honest work. We will attack with our Fox. We'll play another tapped duel and pass. A little bit of a flavor win here. All right, opponent, what do you got for us? We just go into combat. Looks like. Fist of Flame. Sure. Go ahead, I'll take 3. Alright, we've got Serpent to the Pass. This giant koi we can island cycle. I'd rather get the Serpent, I think. Cares about non-creature, non-lands in the graveyard. Yeah, okay. We will just attack with our Knowledge Seeker, I think. And we will pass. We can Island Cycle the Koi, and we can leave up Octopus Form in case we're able to use it to block. Make some soldiers. That Firebend seems fine. Little Island Cycle. Give yourselves a basic island. Play the basic island. Play the Professor. And yeah, just pass. All right. Nice to see Fist of Flame back. All right, opponent, what do you have? Storm of Memories. It's got a storm on it? Good grief. Exile an instant or sorcery with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard at random. You can cast it without paying its mana cost. What do they have in their graveyard? Fire Nation Attacks is pretty bad for us. So let's... Yeah, I guess that's all we can do. Oh, they got Fist of Flame. That's okay. One of their Firebenders gets a little stronger. Seems fine. They Firebend 2. Fist of Flame as well. Okay. Seems pretty good. That's 9 damage. Do I want to take 9? I think it's fine. Let's kill one of them in the process. Doesn't matter which one. We're still going to be trampling over either way. We get a clue. They lose a token. We can crack that clue. Dutiful Knowledge Seeker can get rid of things in the graveyard. Pretty nice. Here's another island, and here is that Knowledge Seeker. I think we will hold up. Yeah, we'll just hold back. If they try to get something else back out of their graveyard, we can just eat it with the Knowledge Seeker. Long Shot. Non-creature spells cost 1 less. When you cast a non-creature spell, Gutter Snipe. Wow. Okay. Long Shot might kill us. Put a fire counter on this vehicle. If it has 3, it's an artifact creature. 4/3 flyer. Seems good. Right, Firebend 1. They've chosen to use it to cast something. Maybe. We'll see. It's 2 damage. If it was kicked, it deals 5 damage instead. I think let's get rid of Fire Nation attacks and this token together. Long Shot is still a problem. So is this War Balloon. Ooh, gets another counter. Or, I mean, gets the counter it was going to get, I guess. But now we can block. Thinking about it. Don't know what they are considering. Guess they could crew. I don't know why they would. Yep. Alright. Past to blocks. Our opponent's really thinking about whether or not they want to lose this token when they don't have any way to protect it. Alright, we can brainstorm. It's not terrific for us. Octopus form doesn't give us reach. We don't have a way to deal with long shot. Let's brainstorm. See if we have any other options. Not really. Ha! That's horrible. We'll put the serpent back and I guess one of these mountains. And we'll keep the serpent on top. Play a mountain, play a dolphin fish. It flies at least. And I suppose we could throw away our professor to get brainstorm back if we want to. But it's not going to kill Longshot. That's our riot, pretty good. Menace. We're down to 1 life. They're trying to do 2 damage here to the fish, which is fine, it doesn't kill it. Frantic confrontation. That kills us. I don't know what the holdup was for figuring that out, but there we go. Good game, Blue Ice Knight. All right, Underwater Librarian. Not the best deck, probably in the format. But we're going into game 3, and we'll see how much better we can do now against Andy Saint, perhaps? Who knows? Andy Street? You never can tell. Sure, this seems fine. We can get out our Fox on turn 2. We've got a Wangshi, Tong. We've got a Koi. Tui and La is going to help us at some point. Start with our Knowledge Seeker. 2-1 Vigilance. Hope we can draw a second card. Maybe we will. If Giant Koi had regular cycling, that would be better for us, but it doesn't. Yeah, we'll just pass. Loyal Fire Sage seems good. We're gonna Island Cycle the Koi. We can play the Submersible and bounce their Fire Sage, which seems not bad. I feel like Tui and La is even better. We can use this to Waterbend Tui and La next turn. I think we'll do that. Alright, and we'll pass. Tui and La can Waterbend here. It'll cost us tapping our Knowledge Seeker, but that's okay. They are Island Cycling as well, so they've got Grixis mana. And nothing doing right now. Well, let's get out our Fish Spirit. And we'll just pass for now, because we can always do the exhaustibility on the Submersible on their turn. And until then, we've got Octopus Form and Unagi Spray to protect Tui and La. More likely Octopus Form, but just in case. Accumulate Wisdom, that's pretty good. They've got their Fire Sage, they've got an island, they're going to replay the Sage. Lost in the Spirit World, pretty good. Would rather octopus form. Oh, and they just take it. Andy Street. Good game. They didn't want to do that. Huh. That surprises me. But okay, I'll accept it. We've got our first win. We get a little prize for it. It is a rare. It's the Surima. Love the Surima. Very neat. If you want to see the Surima in a commander deck with Captain Rex Nebula, check out my channel. It's one of the Pride decks I did for Pride 2025. Really like that one. Okay, we're into game 4 against Yakface with Yargle. We are both of the Bargler. All right, this could be worse. Let's keep it. We'll start with our Thriving Isle whenever our opponent is ready. Mandy Patinkin, that classic Magic the Gathering character. Let's play this fish, so we can just play to the board a little bit. I would like to cycle this koi, but that's all right. We can play some snowballers. Path to Redemption, okay. We can still waterbend it, so I don't mind. Let's play another Thriving Isle. And just pass. We will cycle the koi in a moment. Elephant Mandrill. Each player makes a food. That's cool. Beginning of combat in your turn, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each artifact your opponents control. That's interesting. And that's not a counter, so it doesn't matter. We're gonna island cycle, get our island. We can play out our Suspicious Bookcase, I suppose. And then eat our food. And would pass. That way their Mandrill is blockable. Oh, I guess the Bookcase is an artifact. Ah, that's a shame. Well, miscalculated. That's all right. The Mandrill's going to come in as a 4/3. We can just take the 4. We had a little snack, it's fine. Alright, let's play out these snowballers. Do we want to do that? I think we'll play out the Knowledge Spirit. And then the snowballers. We can't really attack, so it doesn't matter. But rather tap down their flyer than worry with it another way. Many Partings. Nice reprint from Lord of the Rings. This must be the Cabbage's pack. We've got a Glider Staff. One of our things is going to get airbended. Airbent, one of the two. Knowledge Seeker, that seems fine to me. We'll take the 4. Play our Mountain, play our Knowledge Seeker again. Waterbending Lesson. We can waterbend 2 in the following way. Get a counter, and we have some stuff here. We can Unagi Spray next turn to keep the Mandrill from doing too much to us. If they get rid of the Knowledge Seeker now, or if they make the Mandrill fly, yeah, okay. So they're going to get in for 9? Oof. Rough. A lot of flyers in this deck. Okay, I see what we're doing. Yeah, they're getting in for 11? Good grief. Well, that may just be it for us. Yeah. We can stop 4 of their damage, but let's see if we can find something that can deal with this. Doesn't look like. Good game. We could try and dig with Accumulate Wisdom, but we only have so much mana left over. Not much to do with it. Alright. Back to the salt mines. Alright, going into game 5, we've got Neurotic as our opponent. We have an okay opening hand. Can't really play... Well, we could play Professor Zay on turn 2. It's hybrid mana. We've got Gran. Oop, Airship Engine Room seems better. Gran cares about lessons and water bending. We've got the Narset sleeves, so maybe we should be worried about that. Ooh, Gran is now working with a Kyoshi warrior. Let's play out this bookcase so we can block a little bit. Right, opponent's going to attack with Gran at least, presumably. Yeah, they want to get their loot. Last time they threw away land, they just did again. We'll see if they have some kind of pump effect, or if we just take 1. And keep our bookcase, that is. Yep, looks like. Seems okay. Well, we have this Knowledge Seeker. We sure can get rid of one of their creatures. Kyoshi Battle Fan costs 2 to equip, so maybe that's all they'll be able to do. Yeah, okay. Let's send their Kyoshi Warrior back to the Spirit Realm. We can Knowledge Seeker and then Brainstorm to make the Knowledge Seeker a 3/3. That seems good. Alright. Take 2 from Gran. We can make her a Humble Merchant, but that's okay. Let's play this Knowledge Seeker. We'll get in with our Fox, our Spirit, not our Fox Spirit. Ooh. Okay. Well, we've been quenched. I don't know that we need to Brainstorm anyway. Kind of want to just waterbending lesson. Alright, they attack. They're going to do some looting. We'll take another 2 from Gran. They play out Sokka Swordmaster. Equipment costs less. Beginning of combat, you can attach equipment to Sokka. Pretty good. I think we are going to Brainstorm just to see what's ahead of us. Nothing great. Alright. We'll put these both back, I suppose, since we're going to draw 1 now. We'll make Sokka into a Humble Merchant. Let's play out the Snowballers. Keep Gran tapped down, and we'll attack here. This way, if they move the Kyoshi Fan, the Battle Fan to Sokka, we can definitely trade with the Snowballers, and that's fine. Next turn, we can Waterbending Lesson if we wish. Duelist's Heritage is going to wreck us. It gives double strike. Oh, Watery Grasp. Seems good. But we can still block. And we sure will. Oop. They used Sokka to do it. Well, okay. Let's do this. We're going to take some damage. Maybe they'll choose to give us double strike. We'll see. They do have to target one of our creatures, and then they have the, do you want to do this? Yes or no? Presumably they will say no. They did. Seems fine. So let's Waterbending Lesson. And yeah, let's just pay for it. Hopefully they will stack some other aura on Sokka. And we can Zuko's Exile to get rid of it. Otherwise we'll get rid of the Duelist's Heritage probably. And leave up Octopus Form so we can surprise block with the Snowballers. What are we taking here? 5? We can also just play out our seals and keep up Octopus Form. That's not terrible. Don't want to really rely on the Snowballers. If they're holding up their mana, they could always Waterbend, Watery Grasp to get Snowballers away. Let's play out our seals, I suppose. And we'll just pass. Meteor Sword, that is rough. They try to kill our seals. Presumably. Oh, that's a good idea. Pretty cool. Put the sword on Sokka, reasonable. Sokka gets a double strike. This is gross. This should kill us. Unless we block with our seals. There's no reason not to. But then we can just exile Sokka. Which is probably the right choice. And we'll play out Professor Zay, I guess. Attack in here. If they want to give us double strike, they may. But we're definitely sacrificing the Professor to Gran. Very canon moment in the game. Oh, good. They're in a position where they still could waterbend away our rowdy Snowballers, so even if we had mana, it wouldn't be worth using it for Octopus Form on the Snowballers. Gran is a 5/5 double strike, presently, who is also looting. Seems pretty good. Wish we could use Professor Zay to get back our Zuko's Exile. They had Katara Waterbending Master as well? Wow. What do they have in hand that they like better than that? An Aardvark Sloth. Huh. I like the Sloth too. Alright, we've got land. We've got a Dolphin Fish. Got our little spirit friend. And in we go. If they've got removal, we can use Octopus Form to protect our Dolphin Fish. Otherwise, we're going to crack our Airship Engine room. Ooh, tap a creature, put a stun counter on it. Yeah, that would end the game for us, so we can't let that happen. probably going to end the game for us either way. Maybe we can hold them off until they mill out with Grand. Doesn't seem likely. We're just trying to stay alive. Probably gonna have to crack one of our lands. They've got too much going on. Trusty Boomerang as well, yeah. Yeah, I think we're done here. See, this card just comes out when it's not going to help us that much. Let's crack our land, see what comes out. Maybe we have some kind of removal spell we can hit something with. No, doesn't look like. Play our Moon Spirit and Ocean Spirit. And call it a day. No reason to even attack with the little Wolf Spirit. We buy ourselves one turn, I suppose. They're thinking about it a lot. We are tapped out, we have no cards in hand. Yep, there it is. We draw a card. We don't have any cards in hand, so it doesn't matter. Or any mana available. So Trusty Boomerang comes back. Let's give them a good game. And they're just not attacking, so we're just gonna go ahead. Alright, good game, Neurotic. Alright, we are 1-4, so we're not doing that great for Jump In today. I think Izzet was maybe a little bit of an ask, especially with Wan Shi Tong, but we're going to see if we can do something more. Love this art of Bossing Say, though. Alright, we're against IMO FAJ. Alright. We've got 2 mana. We can play things with this. Ready to thrive on this thriving isle. It is Ember Island? Yeah. Alright, we can get out our Knowledge Seeker. An excellent play pattern that has never failed us yet. Alright, let's go ahead and attack with our Knowledge Seeker. We will play a Mountain and a Suspicious Bookcase, and we'll pass holding up Unagi's Spray. We do have... Ooh, Accumulate Wisdom. We do have a Seal and a Fish and a Whale in this deck, so Unagi's Spray will help us draw a card if we have something good out when we cast it. Looking at Sultai colors so far. First time flyer. 2/3 because they have a lesson in their graveyard. Very nice. Airship Engine Room. I say we slow them down. Alright, they replay their first time flyer. Still a 2/3. We've got nothing else to play. That's fine. Suspicious Bookcase on our Knowledge Seeker. And we will attack for 3 unblockable damage. Can't block the Spirit because they are not themselves a Spirit. And we pass. Thanks, Suspicious Bookcase, for doing what I've wanted you to do all along. Alright, we've got a Baboon Spirit. It is a Spirit. It can block our Spirit. Don't take the damage in the air. We're going to play Tui and La, I think. There's not much of a chance of us getting anything else that's good here. If they can get rid of Tui and La, that's fine. But, yep, it'll be quenched. Alright, we will pass. The Baboon Spirit, whenever none, they're none. token spirit you control enters, you make one of these spirits. Spirit Oasis draws them a card, and they can slow flicker one of their creatures. Interesting. Alright, well. Professor Zay. Come on out, Professor Zay. We can hold up Unagi's spray, I suppose. And Octopus Swarm. Don't really have any real threats here. Coastal Piracy might be good, but I'm kind of counting on Professor Zay bringing us back our Lost in the Spirit World. Katara seeking revenge. They water bent, I guess. That lets them draw and discard. Or just draw, rather. She gets +1/+1 for every lesson in their graveyard, which is quite a lot. Alright, well. Let's play out Coastal Piracy. We don't really have a way to attack and just get our draw from it. Yeah, I think we just pass. We can Professor Zay on their end step, get back our Lost in the Spirit World. Maybe that helps us. Beautiful Knowledge Seeker. That's a good one. They can use that to get rid of the thing we want to get back with Professor Zay, so not ideal. They've got Katara. Let's... We can't kill Katara, can we? No. Let's block Katara here. Let's Unagi spray her so Professor Zay doesn't die in the process. They're gonna pump her. That seems good. Sure, we'll resolve all that. I guess force them to use their mana, since we're gonna lose the professor anyway. Oh, actually. No, cancel. Can we not do this? Oh, activate only during your turn. Well, yeah, that's fine. Let's discard Octopus Form. We're not using it anyway. Maybe we can get a threat. Nope, that is not a threat. But we at least blocked very large Katara. We can Brainstorm. That seems good, at least right now. We can Honest Work Katara. That seems pretty great. Let's put these two back. We would sure like to have something different there, but... Get a little bit of pump it up. Here's some Honest Work for Katara. Let's see if they can quench us. I assume they don't have quench, because we've already seen it. Octopus Form again? Second Octopus Form? Wow. Really good. Alright, well, Suspicious Bookcase on the Knowledge Seeker, so we can at least attack. And the fact that we can attack means Coastal Piracy will draw us something. I mean, the something will be an island. So... play our Thriving Isle and pass. What are we taking this turn? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're losing our Knowledge Seeker. They get their Spirit Oasis. We're not in the best position we've ever been in. Yep. Send it all. We get a clue. Maybe we can make something out of that. Alright, let's crack that clue. Find another island. Very cool. We don't have to use the bookcase, at least, to attack this way. They have something to untap? Guess not. Alright, Coastal Piracy, let's draw a card. A giant koi will be pretty nice for us. Let's see if we can actually get it out. Alright, so we have a blocker for something that isn't Katara. They can pump the Knowledge Seeker to a 5/5. Yeah, we're gonna block Katara with the bookcase. We can make the giant koi unblockable, but we don't have a way of pumping its power up by 4, not at least that I know of. But we have enough mana that we could crack the airship engine room if we need to. And we do need to. Alright, we've got 4 mana. We can spend it on octopus form. Not ideal. Well, let's give it a try. Giant koi's heading in. We'll even give him a good game. Just let it in, seems fine. We will draw our card. We get Wangshi Tong. Doesn't let us do anything, but it's nice to see it here, I guess. If they swing out, do they have lethal? No, we're at 1. They didn't know that, of course, because of octopus form, but this at least lets us block Katara. Block Katara, block this baboon. Knowledge Speaker's a fox as well. Ooh, we're at 2. That way they can't pump the fox as well. So we've got nothing, but at least they have everything. They can accumulate knowledge. We've got Wangshi Tong. We can tuck one of their things. Make 2 spirits that can't do anything against Katara. We're in a bad situation. This is a defender. Not really anymore. Well, yeah. Here we go. Let's put Katara away. So we've got 3 blockers, and they've got 5 creatures, and we've got 2 life. So that is good game. Good game, IMOFHA. I mean, it's a question. I like the Magic. I enjoy this game. Our jump-in deck is not doing really well. Was that game 6? We're playing the next game. I've lost count. Been in this room for a while. Alright, we're up against Neutrino Star. The Urza's Construct from Brothers War Avatar. We're going to give this a shot. Haven't gotten to accumulate wisdom of our own yet. So let's give that a try. We're on the play again. I think we keep getting the play, and it's not helping us. Opponent plays a Plains, and we'll pass. We're going to play this island, and we will also pass, and we can accumulate wisdom. Lets us look at the top 3, put 1 in our hand, the rest on the bottom, and if we have lessons in the graveyard, we can get all 3 and just keep them. So, Coastal Piracy seems like the only spell here, so let's take that. We can always Island Cycle Giant Koi if we need to get some more mana, which I think we will. They got some Glider Kids, seems fine. We'll cycle the koi, get ourselves an island. They can scry. Glider Kids is just a 2/3 flyer. Seems alright. We will play this Airship Engine Room and Rowdy Snowballers, their Glider Kids. This next turn we can island Coastal Piracy and leave up Octopus Form. They've got Sokka, Lateral Strategist, seems good. And a Trusty Boomerang, perfect for Sokka, nice. Alright, here's an island. Let's Coastal Piracy and attack. They block. We will Octopus Form. Not for any good reason, just so they don't get to kill our Snowballers. If they want to spend their turn Trusty Boomeranging our Snowballers, that will be fine with me. They do not. They will just draw. We'll take 4. Let's Tui and Law so that we can Waterbending Lesson next turn to Waterbend them. And we can block Sokka with them at least. Alright, Duelist Heritage is going again to wreck us. Presumably they attack with the Sloth and gain 6 life. Ooh. Snap on to the Sloth, so it's a 6... Oh, onto Sokka. Okay, sure. So that's 10 life that we're losing this way. If they attack with the Glider Kids, which they don't. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Or it would be if we weren't going to block with the Snowballers. This way they gain only 3 life, because first strike damage will kill our Snowballers. Sure would like to Waterbending Lesson, but we just don't have the time for it, I don't think. Let's get some Giant Koi out. And we will pass. Giant Koi, we can Waterbend for 3. So we can bend itself, plus Tui and Law and our land. They've got Jet as well. Does damage equal to the number of creatures we control, target creature and opponent controls. Fantastic. So if we want to draw a card, we definitely take 10. Yeah, I don't want to draw a card that bad. So we just take 4 instead, or 6 rather. They will draw a card. We're at 8. We haven't gotten to do anything with Tui and Law yet at all. That's alright, we've got some more games of this in all likelihood. We will decline and we will discard this. I guess this mountain. We'll play out our Suspicious Bookcase. And we'll leave up Brainstorm, just in case. So I'm kind of surprised they haven't moved... I guess it doesn't matter. I'm surprised they haven't moved their glider. Suki. They've got 4 colors. Seems cool. We're going to just go ahead and brainstorm and see if there's any way out of this for us. Doesn't look like. We'll put these foxes back on top, I suppose. Put the better fox on top. Down to 2, and there's nothing we can do to stop them from flying in next turn. So yeah, that's good game. Good game, Neutrino Star. It is not your fault that we're doing so badly, but I would have liked to have done better. Sometimes you just get packs that don't help you. I'm sure I'm not piloting this expertly either, but I don't think these packs are as competitive as some of the others we've seen. The fact that the only win we've gotten has been against someone who scooped in an inexplicable way, I think tells us something. We'll play the Airship Engine Room. Next turn we will Island and Knowledge Seeker and hope we can do something else from that. We can Brainstorm on top of the Knowledge Seeker to make it a little bit bigger. Knowledge Seeker. They got Earth Kingdom Protectors, which lets them sacrifice to make an ally indestructible. That seems good. We play the Isle and attack. See if they're willing to trade. They are not. So we'll go ahead and brainstorm beforehand to get a little more damage in. We'll put back the Serpent and this Zuko's Exile because they're expensive. We're not going to get any more land for a while, so we will let them in, let them do their pump spell if they have one. Nope, doesn't look like. Seems fine. We can attack with our Knowledge Seeker, I guess. They do block this time. Do they have a pump spell? They do. But we have Unagi's Spray. So we are still going to kill their protectors, and we can play our Professor afterwards. So we've got a little bit of a blocker. Hurting for lands, but we can at least use the Invasion Submersible to bounce whatever they play, if they play a creature. Oh, nothing. Alright. Let's attack with our Knowledge Seeker. And then use Professor Zay to discard, let's say, Serpent of the Past, because we're not getting to it anytime soon. Pump up our Knowledge Seeker. Oh, we got a Giant Koi. Seems fine. And we will pass. Probably throw away the Koi so we can get more land. We're hungry for it. The Rabaru is pretty scary, but let's go ahead and attack with our Knowledge Seeker. We'll Professor Zay, throwing away Coastal Piracy, make our Knowledge Seeker a little bigger. Hey, we just found an island. Pretty good. We're getting there. The Rabaru lets them gain life, and things will gain flying, so we're just going to bounce that for now. And pass. Waterbend 3 to make this a 3/3. Master Piandao. When he attacks, we look at the top 4, they get an ally, equipment, or lesson, and it's a 4/4 first strike. Pretty good. Don't think we need that sitting around. Oh, and that's enough for them. Thanks, Astrogoth. Good game. Alright, played it slow and steady. We got there. We had good draws, ultimately, even though we didn't draw that much land. And we were able to keep them off of their game, which ended up being enough in the end. Our prize is Officious Interrogation. I put this in a deck the other day. Alright. Game 7 or 8, whatever we're on. We're going to go in and see if we can get our 3rd win. This is Cracknuddle. Hello, Cracknuddle. Alright, we've got our Knowledge Seeker again. We've got a Dolphin Fish. We've got our Invasion Submersible. We can do this. I believe in us. We're going to start with our engine room, of course. We're not on the play. We're up against green. They've got Momo. Very nice. Ooh, Momo's got a peach. Raucous Audience. Taps for mana. Oh, this is cool. This is like a... This is a better version of Elysian Caryatid. Very nice. It doesn't get bigger on its own, so we're going to play this blocker that can fly. But Raucous Audience is pretty good. Oh, we got a Cabbage Merchant. They could make some food. But we could also put them off of their mana a little bit. Bouncing the audience. And we don't attack. They can have their soup. Soup? Yeah. Alright, they get the audience back because they've missed 2 land drops now. I think we're about to miss 1. Yep. But that's alright. Let's island cycle the Koi to get ourselves land, play the land, and play a fox. And we will just pass, I suppose. They're not immediately playing land, but maybe they have some. They do. Thriving Grove. Alright, so we're on at least white and green. They've got 3 mana. What are they going to use it on? Creeping Crystal Coating. +0/+3, and when it attacks, make a food. Seems good. But they can't get through our Dolphin Fish. So we'll just block here. And we will Waterbend in response. So we have our 3/3 just to be ready. Tuian Law is here, which can hopefully help us somehow. We'll attack like this, just with the fox. Go slow. They have to lose a food. Guess we could have gotten them to lose both of their food, but I don't know what they're using their food for. I guess they can just tap 2 food and make mana, which seems good, but... Leaves from the Vine. They get to make another food. Mill 3. They milled a Rocky Rebuke and 2 lands, which is probably pretty sad for them. Put a counter on their creatures, and then draw a card if there's a lesson in their graveyard. Not yet. Boomy's Feast. Ooh. Earthbend 6. And make a food. Wow. And then is a lesson. Very good. Alright. The difference is we can get rid of that land permanently if we draw another land of our own. And again, we lose Tuian Law. It's just not going to be sticking around. Yeah, and we don't have a way to cast Zuko's Exile. That's unfortunate. Let's Waterbending Lesson. We will not pay 2, and we will toss... How about this Thriving Isle? We'll play the mountain. And we have no reason to attack here, I suppose, so we'll pass. Make their creatures a little bit bigger. Alright, they got another land. I really want to exile their forest, that is Earthbend. Boomy's Feast Lecture. We get to Earthbend something else. We're going to get rid of that one instead. That's crazy. If they attack... Ooh. They attack with the big grove. Yeah, I'm willing to throw away 2 of my creatures to turn this forest back into a regular forest. What will they let me keep? The Submersible. Okay. Sounds good. We get a clue. Zuko's Exile is an instant. seems good. I think we risk it. We're going to brainstorm and hope we get a land. It is an untapped land. That seems good. Let's put back this Knowledge Seeker and Wan Shi Tong, rather. Yeah, we'll do it this way so we can cast a little bit more later on. Play this White Lotus hideout and pass. All right. We're going to take 3 this time because they're going to attack with everything, presumably. But that is going to let us eat their Raucous Audience and then kill their Thriving Grove. That is my plan. They're counting up mana, however, which maybe is a bad sign for us. Earthbend 4, pretty bad. So we take 7, go to 3. Foggy Swamp Vinebender. Oh, they don't even get to attack with the Rocket's Audience. Alright, suits me. Attack with the Grove and the Forest. And is that all? Okay, we will go to 3. Zuko's Exile on their Grove. We're not really going to get out of this, but guess that's okay. We need 2 creatures, right? We can't play 2 creatures. So how do we do this? If we Unagi Spray an Octopus form, that's 2. Yeah, let's give it a try. Yeah. They lose a food. We'll play these Turtle Seals. Why did it tap all of our islands? I guess it doesn't matter. Because Octopus Form is a lesson, so White Lotus Hideout can tap for it. This can't be blocked by creature's power 2 or less, that's fine. But we're still going to get hit with 2 creatures, no matter what we do. No, we're not. No, we're not. They've got a Badger Mole. Oh, yes, we are, because they're about to Earthbend 2. That is good game. Yeah, my plan was to neutralize one of them with Unagi Spray, block another one with... No, I guess that wouldn't have... Yeah, we would have been able to block 2. So, are they going to attack with everything? If they do, they win. As it stands, they do not. Unagi Spray to get rid of the Foggy Swamp Vinebender. Make your treats. Feel free. We get a Wan Shi Tong. Very good. We will Octopus Form on the Submersible so we can get it back. So it can block. We will trade the Submersible for the Forest. We'll block here, keep our Turtle Seals. Take 0 from the Vinebender. Accumulate Knowledge is 2 mana, draw 3 right now. That seems pretty great. I mean, they've got 5 creatures and 15 life. We've got 1 creature and 3. And they got Boomy. So presumably they're going to Earthbend 3 right now. Oh, they can do all of them? Choose up to X, where it's the number of lessons you're great. Good grief. All right. I'm just holding out because I want to see what... Ooh, Lost in the Spirit World doesn't help us that much. Dutiful Knowledge Seeker, 3 and 3. That would be the end of our turn. Basically not going to get out of this. Let's just put the Cabbage Merchant away. and accumulate wisdom. Let them make some food. I just want to see what we draw from accumulate wisdom. Yep, nothing that's going to get us out of this. Good game. Cracknuttle? Cracknuttle? It's anyone's guess. All right, we're at it again. Let's keep going. Game 9, maybe? Against CSN. All right. Yep, sure. Let's go with it. Airship engine room into Mountain and Professor Zay, so we have a blocker, into Thriving Isle, and we cycle the Koi to get a third, or to get a fourth land. Use that fourth land to play Tui and Law. Maybe it survives this time. All right, opponent, what do you got? Oh, Kaido and his little Tanuki friend. Ooh, Cathartic Reunion. That's nice. So we're black and red. Seems fine. Yeah, it doesn't really help us to play an untapped land. So we'll just pass the turn. We will island cycle the Koi, because getting 5 lands gets us 1 Shitong. Deserter's Disciple. Seems alright. This says it's one of these unblockables. Goblin Tunneler type card. Let's play out this card so that we have something for our opponents to remove. Yep, as usual. I like that it's the Blue Spirit episode, or at least it seems to be. Yuyan Archers. When it enters, they can rummage. No attacks, presumably. All right. That's 1 Shitong. Make them replay their archers in another turn or two. All right. Do we throw away our snowballers? No, I think we want to get rid of Iroh. Or at least tap him down. We will not block. All right. That's snowballers. Keep Iroh tapped down. Let's attack here. And let's go ahead and brainstorm, because we might be able to draw something we can use now. Doesn't look like. Let's put back Coastal Piracy and Serpent of the Pass. Make some more spirits. Oh, and that's enough. We just build up enough of a board presence, and that is enough for our opponent. Good game, CSN. All right, not the most exciting video I've ever made, but these packs, I think things could have gone better for us, but we did get through it. So At least we had a couple of games that are good. Hey, and it's Zuko Exiled Prince. Very nice. Love to see Iroh back there as well. All right. Well, that's going to cover it for us today. Again, my first Avatar Commander deck is going to be, the video for that is going to come out in 2 days on Thursday. So check my channel for that if you're interested. If you are so inclined, give me a like and a subscribe. And thanks for watching. And remember, magic is fun. You should play more Magic.